What about it, Union Buster?
Well, goodness gracious, mercy my. We're just about to enter the ring, which is good for us, and bad for Funks, and bad for Bedlam, and bad for Clarinet. The simple difference is, they care. We don't. You care about Mom. You care about Dad. You care about Aunt Eileen if you got one. You care about your hamsters. I had hamsters. Used to feed them to my boa constrictor just for kicks before I'd sit down and beat someone else up. You know what, Cornet? You little crankbait. You get in my face and I'm gonna slap the sequins of that stinking suit you're wearing, punk. Well, you know what we've been? We've been a runaway train. Nobody driving it. Scary, Haji. Yeah. Scarier now. Look who's driving the train. Tell him, Hawk. You've been running roughshod over everybody. Well, if you look roughshod up in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of us. You're micro mini men in a big man's world, and we're the big men. Oh, what a rush!
Wait a minute now. Just exactly how does the Legion of Doom fit into the scheme of things?
The Legion of Doom fits in any way they want. And you ask about the champagne? Listen, we ain't got no woes to drink away. Demolition does, Gene.
All right, gentlemen, I've got to tell you, a lot of action out of that ring. I couldn't make heads or tails of half the things that were happening. The one thing I know for a fact is that we have brand new tag team champions, Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Animal Neidhart. You've smelled the roses before, recapturing the titles here from Demolition at SummerSlam.
I have it, Warriors. I have the perfect game plan for the perfect team. Nothing.
The power of four. The four most powerful men in all of professional wrestling. We're coming right at you. Once and for all, you belong to us.
Survivor Series! Survivor Series! Survivor Series! That's all that are on the Warriors' mind. Do we look like anything but survivors to you? What are you, crazy? We're gonna take the perfect team and make them very unperfect, very fast. Good for us. Bad for you. What a rush.
Tell him, Hawk. The best thing about SummerSlam in my book is our wrestling bags, they're gonna weigh a little bit more. 'Cause them belts, they weigh a little more.
Tell him, Hawk. Power and glory, huh? Power and glory. When we get done with you, you'll be sour and gory. Tell him, Hawk.
Well, it seems to me that the natural disasters have just bitten off a little bit more than they can chew. Well, somewhere down the line, I'm sure we'll be in the ring with you. And when we get done chewing you, we'll spit you out like the stinking bad tartar that was stuck to our teeth. But first and foremost on our minds, our rotten minds, is the Nasty Boys and the WWF Tag Team titles. You see, when we get done with the Nasty Boys, we're gonna call them the Bassy Boys. You see, there's boys, there's men, and there's monsters. Oh, what a rush. Because we're the champs, and we ain't gonna start losing now. Right, Hawk? Well, Mean Gene, you know what makes us sick besides everything? Typhoon and earthquake. They make us real sick. You see, they want to throw their weight around. Well, that's okay. We want to throw your weight around, too. And when we're done with you, and we still got the belts, your tongues will be hanging out like dead deers.
Why, thank you very much.
Tell them, Hawk. Well, I remember the very first time I heard a bone snack. And I thought to myself, what a fundamentally perfect sound. I thought to myself, I could have a future here. Something to do with that